Hey, I catch you guys checking out my KRX when I wasn't around? Well, I don't blame you, because this is a bad Larry right here. She's a bad girl. So, a few different videos out there of Turbo KRXs. Here's a Turbo KRX. I'll give you a little walk around a few of the pieces that we're offering, and just to look at a different idea on what other people make. So, you guys want any of our products, MCNASTYCUSTOMZ.com. And here we go for the little tour. This little KRX. So we made mostly everything in-house, except for obviously the Force Turbo kit, which we haven't really driven yet. Which hides up in here. Let's get a flashlight. So there is the turbo kit installed. Incredible craftsmanship. The welds. It's a beautiful, well, most of the kit. You see the drain lines right here? That's the drain line. You can see the turbo feed lines for the oil. There we go, there's your feed lines. Your coolant lines. It comes with the little turbo cover there, and then a flex pipe, obviously. If you guys are nice, maybe I'll give you a little sound bite. So, a few companies' parts we added to this, obviously. Bright Coast Off-Road tender springs, and we have the clutch kit, we'll show you in a minute. We pretty much made everything else for this machine ourselves, so let's start somewhere. Well, we might as well start with the cage. It's a chrome moly cage. Bolts in the back over here, goes up. There's a couple cross members, and it is bolt-on rear section. And we made this aluminum roof, one-piece aluminum roof, and we made our sunroofs. Come up here and see if we can see our sunroofs. So yes, it is tinted plexiglass and you can see through it. I like how we made. So let's see the sunroofs from the bottom. So it's chrome moly cage. Tried to make something a little bit different than everybody else's. We were the first ones to get pretty much the lowest cage that I've seen on the pages. We've had our KRX for a while. We built that cage a while ago. This only has 130 miles. It's been to Hatfield McCoy, but that's about it. So, the only ride on it. So we made sure it's a little tall in the front, but honestly it's stock height so we can use factory style windshield. So this is a Kawasaki windshield that we have in this onto this cage. And then we dropped it from there back and tried to make it long and sleek. Our cage is a little bit different. We usually have an outside bar that we roll around the outside, which you can see bends out from there. And a lot of people, they just run them in, but if you were to roll this machine over where your head is, it's super close. So we bend ours out usually, and we connect it to a rear tube. It's usually what we do on most of ours. So that cage up there, that round bar up there, where are we? There we are. That round bar up there is usually what most people have, and then they round them out. We bend out, come back, and down. Same thing with our razors. So that's the roof and cage. It's all chrome moly, got a couple of handles and so on. All the so we have the Kawasaki retractable harnesses, and we welded all that in as well. So all the tubing is incorporated and bolts into the tree kickers. And then the tree kickers are obviously chrome moly. You bend them up and around. Those are our obviously MCNASTY CUSTOMZ nameplates, and it goes in directly to the frame at a large 45-degree angle. Underneath the front, we have it connected to the frame. So if you were to bang the tree or bang whatever you want off of this, it's going to actually do pretty good, be strong. So from there, this is our light bar. We don't offer a light bar. We don't really build cages for anybody. This is our light bar. Fooling around, we wanted something a little bit different. That's what we ended up with. And then obviously you see the XL cage on this style as well. And while we're talking about everything's chromoly, might as well go to our rear bumper. Our rear bumper, we wanted to carry a tire in the back, full-size factory tire, but we had the factory 12-inch speaker box. So I built it back, rolled it around, and I tried to make it hang, which means this loop here and a plate going in so the bottom of the machine was clear and we can load it on trailers and put other machines up against it and try to keep as much room as possible. A couple side mounts. And then we added a tiger tail so we can pull all the razors when they break down. So there's the tiger tail. She's all braced in and bolts on. Right up on top of the other factory bolt. We just use longer bolts going in. Factory Kawasaki sound system. And then, what's a little bit different is you see our snorkels. This is our snorkel plate. Let's see. The green snorkel plate going straight across. We offer the snorkel plate with small holes in it so you can put 2 snorkels on each side or 3 down the center. We give you the pilot holes so you can drill them to whatever size, 3 inches, what everybody normally uses, and it removes that upper plastic cowl piece when you remove these 2 air boxes from the sides. So when you take the 2 air boxes out, you're going to have that plastic cover and big holes going in the sides. So with our snorkel plate, you remove that and you just put our snorkel plate on and it's nice and clean. And here also, once we had the snorkel plate, we mounted our speakers. See the green snorkel plate in there. So that's on our website, MCNASTYCustoms.com is our snorkel plate. We have these rear KRX plates, name plates. Those are on the, those are on the website. Those are actually up today. So those are on there. Here's a 3-piece kit. So we have the beefed up aluminum belt guards. They go, when it says KRX, they go up a little bit higher than stock, and then they're like 4 times thicker than the stock pieces of tin. So that's a 3-piece kit on our website as well. So you'll get that piece that protects your belt. You'll just get a little KRX name tag in here. It bolts on just to add a little flavor. So that's part 2, number 2. And you will get a KRX master cylinder guard. That's a 3-piece kit for $109 shipped. We are the only ones to offer firewall guards. Now guys, I know they're steel, and you guys know us for all our Razor firewall guards. Now we have them for the KRX. That steel, and you guys want to call it steel, is tin. And any of you guys that are driving these things around, as of this point, that own these things, understand that the front firewalls here and the floor is nothing but sheet metal. It bends, bangs, dents, crushes, and you could put something through it very easily. This is why everybody's got skid plates and they're beefing everything up. Speaking of skid plates, we don't have a full skid plate, but we do have, just finished these up. We do have our transmission guards, which go right under the back of the machine right there. You guys, if you haven't looked into it yet, this thing has 130 miles on it, and it's all banged up underneath, which you're not going to be able to really see like this, but it's all banged up underneath. And if you look, it's really hard for me to, you look in that area right there where my finger is, you have like a 1/4 of an inch between the floor, which is that steel that's bent up, and it banging on your transmission. That's a big deal. But I don't even think you can buy a transmission if you brought it to Kawasaki. I think they gotta fix your cases. So that's a big deal, man, over just driving around and breaking your cases. So we have the tender springs on there. And we have a clutch kit over here. So here's the brand new clutch kit. Oh, there's the tender springs. Bright Coast Off-Road, guys. Very happy with those guys. And that'll give you the logistics of everything that we made for the machine on the outside, fooling around. We bought a shift gate. So we got a shift gate in there, no big deal. Everybody else got shift gates. Got the factory Kawasaki radio and so on in there. Got the 6-point harnesses in here. You know, a few other things, a mirror, dumb little things that everybody adds. I added a boost gauge to the turbo kit. And then, obviously, I made a mount up here that simply slides in the back and bolts with one bolt. And then you just put your dyno jet right on. Couple of, I added a heater for it. So my lights, my switches for my heater. Right here, the Inferno heater. It went under the dash. It goes under the dash in the back. It's actually pretty cool. It works very well. And for the $399, very happy with it. Let's see what else. Oh, our KRX hood scoops. Let me shut the lights off here. These are going to, I don't know if they're available on the website. They're going to be available. No, they're not on the website yet. They will be. So here's a KRX hood scoop. You can get it in multiple colors. And it's a simple bolt-on with 2 bolts and adds a ton more air if that's what you're trying to do. It gives it a much more aggressive look. Okay, look at the front of that machine. The scoop size is double the size. So if you're looking for something a little more aggressive up front, or you want to add different colors, see, I have the green hood scoop for this as well. And, you know, white ones, red ones, whatever you want to do, those will be on our website, McNastyCustoms.com, very soon. We have the floor drain plugs on there, and everybody's got floor drain plugs. So that's not really a big deal. But those are on the site as well. And, oh yeah, I added a degree gauge right there in the dash. Something a little bit different I haven't really seen anybody have on there. So you can get an idea of where the machine can tilt and so on. You can see for the Inferno heater, if you look really well, which is hard, you can see the vents right there coming up to defrost the windshield, and that was the main reason. There's a factory Kawasaki windshield. But the turbo kit, I don't really want to get into the turbo kit at this point. There's a couple of issues that I really wasn't so kind of happy with, and I'm still working out bugs on, but whatever, that'll be a different video. However, I know you guys want to hear it, so I'm going to be setting up, putting it back on the tripod over here, and we will start this thing up for you real quick. So you can soundbite the turbo. Running rich, because that's the tune they finally send you, where it barely even gets out of its own way and moves. Until I get the right tune in this thing. So, I'm very happy with the turbo kit, as in the, I don't know, the quality of it, you know, the way everything fit. Well, pretty much the way everything fit. I did have a couple issues with that as well. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with that all around, but I'm not happy with, you know, I don't know. I don't really want to talk bad as of this point. But one thing that I'm very, very surprised of is I bought the kit from Force, and they shipped it to me with the dyno jet in the box, but it came with no tune at all, an empty dyno jet. So the instructions and so on, here's the boost tubes on this side. I powder coated them green. The instructions say, you know, when you start up the machine, blah, 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 this and that, well, the machine doesn't start. It won't start. You have to wire in a 3-band map sensor, and from the 2-band factory, and when you wire the 3 in, the computer can't read it and it can't start. It will not start. There's no way to start the machine. So they send you the kit with no program that was already in their building. I don't know why they didn't just load it. And then they ship it to you and the instructions say it's going to run, and then when you get it, it doesn't run. So, a little bit of a pain in the ass, whatever. I mean, things to be worked through, but stuff that nobody really tells you when you buy the turbo kit, you know? So guys, those are a few of our products. I'm going to be designing up a grill. The rear skid plate's not on the website as of right now. However, it will be. Here is our KRX plates and so on. They are on the website. A few things that we sell here, our front guards and so on. Guys, check us out, MCNASTYCustoms.com, MCNASTY Customs on Facebook, MCNASTY Customs on YouTube. We're going to be doing a bunch more videos of a bunch of things. We're trying to build the channel right now. So go on, like, subscribe, stay tuned. Obviously, we make a bunch of side-by-side parts, and we will try to be offering more for this machine as well. So stay tuned, guys. MCNASTYCustoms.com.